Good morning and welcome to the show, and thanks for waking up with us today. This morning I have a special guest in the studio, Angie Smith, who is from Mary Kay Cosmetics. You are a senior sales director with Mary Kay and also involved in a lot of community stuff here as well. Welcome to the show, Angie.
Thank you, Don.
Now, I'm trying not to get too close because I got a little bit of a head cold. I'm drinking some tea here. Usually I'm amping up on coffee. This is tea today.
That's
only
good.
because of the whole head cold thing, so
I'm
keep
glad.
your distance. Mary Kay. Pretty well-known brand, isn't it?
It is. Actually #1 for the last 19 years in a row. We're the #1 selling brand.
No way. Wow.
Nationwide.
Well, pretty cool. So
Yes.
there is a success rate to Mary Kay. And I notice your pin says "One woman can."
Yes.
Is that like a Mary Kay slogan or something?
It is. One woman can make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you're making a difference, not
I
just
think
in
so.
keeping ladies beautiful, but in other ways as well.
We try. You know, I believe that one woman can make a difference because if you can reach a woman like eyeball to eyeball, knee to knee in front of her and make her feel better on the outside, then she feels better on the inside. And therefore, you know, if mama's happy, then everybody's happy.
Yeah, and you know what? The old axiom of like look good, feel good, that's real, isn't it?
It really is real. It really does make a difference.
And that's for guys too, not just the ladies.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, because if mama's happy at home, then the kids are happy. It's a happier way of life for everyone, and I just think that it can make a difference.
And even you guys, doesn't everybody want a pretty wife?
Absolutely.
Or girlfriend or whatever?
And she walks taller, she stands taller, you know, she feels more confident. It's all about everything.
And that's what you do with Mary Kay.
I know, and that's why I love it.
I know. It's not just about selling makeup.
And it isn't. It's not just about lipstick. You know, I think my logo is just that. You know, we can make a difference one lipstick at a time.
Yeah,
we really can.
That's a good little slogan to have. And
Yeah.
I know you brought some samples and stuff here.
We did.
Of some of the great stuff. But Mary Kay pretty much sells itself, doesn't it?
It does. I think when women just try it. I always said I wasn't the sales type when I came into Mary Kay 15 years ago. I only came in because I tried it and I loved it and I wanted to get the discount. I wasn't going to sell lipstick. I worked for a Gulf Power company with all men, so it wasn't something I was going to do. I was never going to do Mary Kay.
But then you tried it, and it's working for you.
And I loved it, you know. So 15 years later, I stay because I love the product, and I love the girlfriend time, and I love the women, and I love helping other women be successful.
And there's something to be said too for the personal attention that people get when they have a consultant in their home, or you go to someone's home for a party and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a personal trainer. You just have a personal, private consultant that you can say is my personal connection, you know, to my beauty.
Rather than going to a big store and standing in line and all that stuff.
Yeah, when you have a cosmetic emergency, you just call your consultant at midnight and say, I'm leaving in the morning. Can you please help me?
I have cosmetic emergencies all the time.
That's right. You probably do, right?
Wardrobe crisis, cosmetic emergencies, hair crisis, everything.
That's right. That's right.
That's so cool. Now, you're doing some other stuff in the community here. And Kiss and Tell, what is that about?
Well, this one in particular, you know, we've done several Kiss and Tell booths and in conjunction with community events. And this one in particular, we're going to do another one, and it's to benefit our Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation. And Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation is all about making a difference with millions of dollars in research affecting cancers for women and stopping that, and also stopping and ending domestic violence.
So there's a whole philanthropic dimension to Mary Kay that a lot of people don't really know about it, that I want to talk more to you about on the other side of our local weather.
Sounds great.
Right after this break, and we'll be right back after your Waking Up with Don weather. Welcome back to the show. I'm here talking with Angela Smith, Senior Sales Director for Mary Kay Cosmetics, and also philanthropist, I guess. I mean, Mary Kay does a lot of things for the community that a lot of us just don't know about. And I know on the 20th, you've got this Kiss and Tell pucker up for a kissologist.
Yes.
Now, a kissologist, and this is funny because we were talking during the break, and this looks like a real hoot. I mean, if the ladies leave their lip prints down, you will analyze what their lips say
funny.
about them.
It is
You
fun.
got Miss Spotlight, Nature Lover, Free Spirit, the
Yes.
Lucky One, all that stuff.
Yes.
So it's like getting your palm read.
It is kind of.
You get
and
your lip prints read.
It is, and it's a fun way to
Uh-huh.
use and utilize the 2 lip glosses that are featured by our company. One is called Create Change, and one is In Harmony. And if someone would purchase either of those lip glosses, $1 from each purchase goes back to our Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation to help with the cause of ending domestic violence specifically. So, you know, it's all about the cause of domestic violence. And, you know,
this will be on the 20th.
yes,
that's
that
Saturday
one's on
the
the 20th, yes.
And it's going to be where?
At our studio. Studio Elite is at Promenade Mall.
Okay.
That's on Front Beach Road, just across Hathaway Bridge, just
Sure.
down right before Zoo World.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so it's really convenient, and so they can RSVP to me and that information. I think you guys have
So
got
how do we
that.
find out about it? Do we go out? Is there a website or something, or do we call?
Well, you can find it on my business Facebook page.
Okay.
So
And what is that called?
Well, it's just go to angie.reeves.smith, and then you can.
Angie Smith on Facebook.
Yep, AngieReeves.Smith.
Angie Reeves Smith.
Yep.
Just look for the Angie Reeves Smith, who's
Yeah.
the Mary Kay lady.
Yeah, I'll
and
have
you
a
can find out
business
more about the
page,
Kiss
yes.
and Tell event.
Yes.
And how to get your lip prints read.
Yes.
And how you can buy some of these
And
great
it's totally
products.
free, and you'll just
Yeah.
come and be pampered, and then you have an opportunity to, you know, be a part of giving back to domestic violence.
Get pretty and help end domestic violence.
Yes, help
I mean, that sounds
end
like a great
domestic
cause.
violence, yes.
Now I notice you have another event coming up on the 26th. Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And this is all about, you know, our military ladies, anyone. You know, we have ladies that are actively serving. We have ladies that are, you know, part of the families that of those that are serving in
Sure.
any capacity that are actively serving, that are those that have been wounded, those that have already,
Yeah.
that are passed, that are VAs, those, any of those extended family of, we just want to love and appreciate those women. And you know, they serve on their own.
Well, they do.
They
and
do.
you know, I spent a lot of years in the Air Force, and my wife was an Air Force wife for a lot of years. And you know, when a person serves, a whole family serves.
They do.
When one
It's a
person goes to
service.
war, a whole family goes to war. So this is Military Ladies Night Out.
It
It's
is.
Friday, June 26th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and we just want them to grab a whole group of them and just come and let us pamper them. I mean, we just want to pamper them to the hilt. I was able to participate and have a kiss and tell table
That
at,
sounds like a lot of
at the
fun.
5K run for the honors with the ladies for the, oh my goodness, it just went right out.
Hey, it happens
It
all the
went
time.
off my head,
But suffice
it was,
it to
it was
say.
a 5K run,
Uh-huh.
and for the honors for the military. And you know, she did such a great job, and it was so much fun. And those ladies, you know, just are always doing something for each other.
Yeah,
And we
you know,
want to do
and it is-
something more.
And that's good because you know the military people rely a lot upon each other,
Yes.
and it's good to have Mary Kay involved in that process of
Yes.
support and making military ladies beautiful, which I'm all about. So
Yes.
that is on June 26th. We can find out more
Yes.
about the military ladies
Yes.
Night Out
Yes.
and the Kiss and Tell event by going to your Facebook page, right?
Yes, yes, and it'll be at our studio also, and it's all totally free, and it's something that we just want to do. There is no obligation to purchase anything. There won't be any talk of purchasing anything. I want you to understand that about any of these events. You know, it's all about just giving. In this one, it will be if they want to purchase the lip glosses, $1 would go back
Stop
to the
domestic
foundation.
violence, help
Yes.
military ladies,
Yes.
and support our military.
Yes.
Angie Smith, we're so out of
Yes.
time, it's not funny. But thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And good
Thank
luck
you,
to
Don.
you, and thanks
Thank you
for all the
so
work that
much.
you do
Thank
in
you.
the community here
Thank
with
you for
Mary
having
Kay.
me.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with my friend Joe Bober, who is adjunct professor at Gulf Coast State College and an IT professional, I guess you'd say.
You could say that, Don.
Okay.
How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to be seen. I'm a little sick right now. This has been going on for a while, so
Okay.
we'll stay in our personal space.
Okay. Don't give me a computer virus, whatever you do.
No, I won't give you a computer virus. I'll give you the human kind.
Okay.
Maybe in a monkey kind. Who knows? But at any rate, Windows 10 coming out.
Windows 10 is coming out this summer. And what Microsoft is doing is they're offering it to everybody who has a Windows machine. Now, what that means is even if you have a non-registered copy of Windows, if you copied it from someone, they are still going to offer you the ability to get Windows 10.
Free.
For free, but it's free for a year. Okay, so what they'll do is if you have a Windows machine at your house, you'll notice a little icon down on the bottom right-hand corner. And if you click on it, it'll offer you the ability to reserve your copy of Windows 10. And what that does is when they release it, it'll automatically download to your system and it'll upgrade your current system to Windows 10 if it meets the criteria to run the operating system.
I see. So for people like me who maybe bought a computer that came with Windows 8 on it, that's kind of an automatic thing. It'll just come to me, or do I have to?
Well, you still have to register to get it for free. And when you do that, it'll download and it'll upgrade your current system to the Windows 10 release. Now, there's some cool features with Windows 10. For instance, the Internet Explorer is gone.
Oh, really?
They have gotten rid of Internet Explorer and they've come out with a new browser. It is called Edge.
Oh, geez, something new.
Something new, but what they've tried to do is take the shortcomings of Internet Explorer, and how many times have you and I gone out to the internet and right in the middle of doing something, you'll get that little notice that says, Internet Explorer stopped working, and it'll ask you to either close or restart it, and no matter what you do, it closes.
Oh, geez. So they'll get rid of that.
So they're getting rid of that, and the first things that I've read about Edge, the Edge browser, are that it's much more stable and it's much more in the line of the others like Google Chrome or the Firefox browser.
Yeah, I like Chrome. I use Chrome all the time. I don't have any problem with it.
I use it as well. My family uses it, but a lot of times I also use Internet Explorer because that's what I use on my job. And being that I also teach Microsoft courses at the college, I want to stay up on the latest things there so that I can pass that along to my students.
So Windows 10 is on the way. We should expect it this summer sometime, and maybe we'll like it, maybe we won't. I don't know.
That's usually the way it goes, and they will take your feedback because a lot of the changes they make is based on the feedback from the consumer.
Joe Bober, adjunct professor at Gulf Coast State College. Thanks so much for getting us smart on Windows 10.
Thank you, Don.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Dr. Stephen Favaloro from Forest Park Animal Hospital. Welcome to the show, Doc.
Thank you very much.
I've got such a head cold, and we'll do that
Very
because
good.
I don't want to get you sick. Or
don't want to get sick.
Or get your animals sick either.
Well, usually there's not a crossover. But
Oh, there is? That's good to know.
Yeah.
Because I would feel bad if Sandy.
although sometimes you wonder.
Because Sandy's got enough problems right
Oh,
now.
how's she doing? I know we had
She's
surgery.
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know the world famous Sandy, she had a couple of cysts and she had to have them taken off, and remarkably well.
Good.
She's eating. She's actually hobbling around pretty well. And
Yeah, they do much better than we would.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I'd be whining. And
Oh, absolutely. I'd still be in bed with crutches.
but she's doing good. You know, she's
Good.
doing really well. Now, a lot of people are confused over what to feed their dog. What is the best dog food to get your dog?
Well,
Because everybody's got a different opinion.
There's that question that makes you go, oh my God, we're going to be here forever. Because there is no right answer. Like, there's unless it's medically necessary for some sort of endocrine disease like diabetes, or if you have like crystals or stones in the urine.
Yeah,
the
Sandy
bladder.
had that too.
Yeah. So special diets are going to be an exception to this conversation. So we're talking about someone who brings their puppy in. It's like, I want to feed the best food possible, because everybody wants to make sure they do everything right.
Sure.
And it's the one thing that owners actually own. And what I mean by that is, like, owners don't do surgery, don't give shots, they don't necessarily prescribe medicine, but they feed their dogs every single day.
Yeah, maybe you clip their nails.
Yeah,
well, maybe.
Sure, but
but
they own that one.
Sure.
So they want to do what's right. And unfortunately, there's no right answer. Everybody wants to feed like the new like sexy food that's out there, the one that has the meat that that company is spending the most money to try to advertise their food. But I've been a veterinarian for 20 years now, and I can't I've seen tens and tens of thousands of dogs. And nobody, there's so many different foods. I don't even know all the dog foods that are out there. It's impossible to keep up. So what I tell people generally is, and this is my little analogy, I could take any 10 dogs. You know, just give me 10 dogs, and then you pick 5 dog foods, and we'll feed those 10 dogs, each one of those dog foods in 8 to 12 week increments. And statistically, at the end of that study, if you will, with every food, 8 of those dogs were going to do great, and 2 of them were going to have some sort of issue, whether it be upset tummy, itchy skin, dry skin, excessive shedding. And in each time that we change foods, it'll be a different 8 dogs. It'll be a different 2 dogs. So, I mean, I've seen...
So, but if I'm hearing you right, one size doesn't fit all. So there is
absolutely
no
not.
real best dog food.
No, there really is not. You know,
It's whatever works for your dog.
I remember this one lady brought me her dog. Had been healthy his whole life, 5 years old, itching, hair falling out, ears red, chewing his feet. And I'm like, God, what's going on? She's like, I think it's my dog food. I was like, okay. She's like, I had a friend of mine whose dog had all kind of skin issues, and so they switched the food to another food, and their dog did better. And so she's like, you got to feed your dog this dog. I was like, well, did your dog have any problems before you switched? She's like, no. So she's like, so she switched the food because her friend's dog did so well, and now she's got all these problems. And it's like, so, you know, and I practice in Louisiana, and I practice here, and I've seen so many dogs eat Old Roy, which is supposed to be kind of, you know, at the bottom, if you will, but it's not. I mean, it's statistically one that sells the most. So as long as your dog, it works for them. If they're not having GI signs, if they're not having red ears, you know, red feet, itchy.
So you can feed
then
your
they're doing
dog cheap dog food, and they might be fine.
And you can use their stool as a sign of digestibility. You know, if you got like soft stool, watery stool, inconsistent stool, it's probably not digesting very well. You know, if you got like these big mounds of, you know, material and they're going several times a day, well then the food you're spending on your dog is ending up on your lawn. You know? So there is the AAFCO, which is the Association of American Food Control Officials, and they have guidelines, and it's not a policing type of a council, but what they do is they have these guidelines that people that these companies put their dogs through, or dog foods through these trials, and what they do is they try to make sure they eliminate the gross obvious deficiencies in food. So so if you want to look for something that's AAFCO approved, then at least you know that that's gone through some, you know, pretty rigorous
So
trials.
just a simple Google search, we can figure out what kind of food we should give our dogs. AAFCO, just Google that up.
But that's not even 100%.
So it's whatever dog food you think is okay. Will probably be okay.
Most of the time, absolutely.
Dr. Stephen Favaloro, we're so out of time. But thanks so much for getting us smart on dog food. Or not real smart, but
No,
more
not
confused,
really.
actually.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Aaron Jordan from Bay County Animal Services and his friend Linus. Welcome to the show, Aaron.
Thanks, Don.
Now, you know, normally we have dogs here.
Right.
And you brought a cat. When we think of Bay County Animal Services, we think of dogs.
Right.
I mean, because that's probably the most popular pet, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But you guys come across quite a few cats as well, don't you?
Oh yeah, tons of cats.
And they all need homes. And this guy needs a hobby because he is wiggling around. I hope he sticks with us through the interview. Linus, I'm not a cat guy, but I'm an animal lover. There he is. Yeah. Now, how old a cat is Linus, and how did the Bay County Animal Services come across him?
He's 4. He was a stray, yeah, that somebody had brought in. He's been neutered. He's got all of his shots.
And he's quite active too.
Yeah.
Now he's not necessarily a feral cat. This was someone's pet, perhaps.
Possibility.
Yeah, because he seems to be okay with you handling him and all
Right.
that. I don't know that a feral cat would sit still for that. Yeah, although he's having a problem sitting still, and he hardly even sheds, and that's.
Yeah, right.
So you guys come across not only dogs, but you come across cats and other animals too, I would imagine, right?
Oh yeah. We have
Yeah.
rabbits time to time, and anything domestic, really.
Yeah. So anything that you could have as a pet in your home, Bay County Animal Services has them. Now, is it the same deal for cats as it is for dogs?
It is.
So it's $25. Come and adopt them, and
Yeah, it includes other shots, spay, neuter, everything.
Yeah, so-
Rabies.
So everything that a domestic cat would need,
Right.
You can get. Now, if someone wanted to test drive Linus, I mean, we could just go out there and check him out and play with him.
Right.
And how old a cat is he? He looks pretty.
He's 4.
Is he that old? Okay, he's got a lot of kitten qualities to him, you know.
Oh yeah, he's loving.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you tell their age? I guess their teeth or their size or.
Yeah. Our vet does a lot of our aging on the cats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not real great with the cats.
Yeah.
Aging them. So.
Well, he's ready to explore the studio and probably explore your home if you were to take him home with you.
Oh yeah.
And make it his, as cats usually do. Well, you know, I certainly appreciate all the work that you do out there in Bay County Animal Services for, you know, keeping our furry friends under control and keeping their populations under control and finding them a good home. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Don.
And always remember to spay and neuter your pets. We'll see you next time.